Okay, so let's see this questionnaire. Okay, this questionnaire, as you know, is actually a tool for you to get detailed information from your client. Right? So when you submit, when you give this form to the client, they will just write whatever they want to write, right? This is normally, they cannot write as what we require for the submission. They will just write whatever. So you have to copy to a clean another blank form and neatly for the purpose of what? Submission for case study. Okay? So you may need a few copies with you lah, or just in case they okay. So here when you attach this one to submit to the academy for review, you must make sure the form is completed. Or any form that is not completed, we will say sorry, not completed, we will return to you. So because you are submitting for a pass or fail for review, so please be careful, must complete, check everything, there is no missing, blank, no answer, that kind of thing. Because that will, if you always submit some form that is not complete, then we tell you this is not complete, then we will give it back to you, then still not complete, then we have to pass it back to you. It will take out a lot of turnover time, you will delay others review as well. Also, this is the basic requirement. Please make sure the form is completed before you submit to us. Okay? Okay, college number, college name is 1939 Academy. College number, we will give you the college number and student number. Okay? So when before you submit to us, you need to fill the student number and the college number. Student name is your name, but your IC name, the name in IC, which is the name we register you for your examination. And the date should be the date you give this form to the client to let them fill up. So this is the date you start consultation, the day you pass them the form to fill up. Okay? Client's name is your client's name. Client's address, it should look like the address. We will not verify this is the real one or not real one. It must look like the address. Okay? Profession you must use, if it's a homemaker, then you put homemaker. Okay? If you're retiree, then retiree. Telephone number must look like a telephone number. Even Malaysian one also can. Okay, so personal detail here, as we know, if it's applicable, you just tick what is applicable. Use tick, not cross. You tick what is applicable, and the rest you just leave it. Okay? Okay, the last visit to doctor, everybody has seen a doctor lah. Or if the person has seen a doctor 2 years ago, then you just put the year long, at least a year. Or if not, then the month and the year. And the GP address, this one is required by ITEC. You just put a GP and look like an address or center name in somewhere. Okay? Number of children, if not applicable, then not applicable. Date of last period. If it's menopause, then you say menopause 2 years ago or 10 years ago, or if it's male, then not applicable. So all must fill. Don't leave it blank. If you leave it blank like that, we don't know what's happening. Okay? Male one, what you want? Just not applicable. Okay? Not applicable. He is a male, then it's not applicable. Okay? Okay, so medical condition. Here we are checking whether there has any medical condition according to each body system. Again, when indeed, for example, musculoskeletal problem, if tick any applicable one only, don't put cross. Okay? If the whole system, the whole urinary system, there is no problem with this person. So this Alan Tan doesn't have any of this urinary problem, then you put none. Don't put NA lah, because NA means not applicable. Everybody has urinary system, has circulation system. If it's not applicable, then it means this person don't have this system. Very strange, right? So just put none or nil also can. Okay? Alright, so this is like that. So make sure you fill up. Like this is all completely filled up. Okay, here you only take those known to the person. Known to the person. 他已经知道的才放，不知道的就不要放咯。Only known to the person. You also here you shouldn't diagnose for the person. Yeah, I think your eye very red. I think you got hypertension. You see your tongue like that. I think you got whatever. You cannot do your diagnosis. Okay. You only tick when the person tell you he has this problem, no? Or you it's known already there are some previous checkup and things like that.
The person never check up.
It's not known to you, then you don't put. Okay.
No, we click like cholesterol everything, right? But we supposed to elaborate and say high cholesterol.
Yeah, so you see, we don't really care whatever handwriting that you have. Actually, the more handwriting next to something that you tick shows more that you are getting the detail from the person, right? For example, the person has constipation. If we see, oh, he actually only pass bowel 2 days a week, wow, this is quite serious. But you say mild constipation, sometimes not passing bowel only, then we know that it's mild. So if you can get all the detail, a very good person will get a lot of detail. Right? The more detail you get, actually, the better. So we don't really care whatever you write. It's actually, it shows that you care about the person and you get trying to get details from the person. Okay?
So all the details, like what enough, maybe not have very
No need. You summarize Summarize no need write a lot of things. Just summarize the important words. Okay, if they self-diagnose, for example, they think they got depression, no? You just put depressive mode, then you say self-diagnose, then we know what. 总之 you don't diagnose for them. They want to diagnose for themselves, we cannot control. You can put a mark that the person has depressive mode, self-diagnose like that can. Okay, other medical problem, if no, please put none. If have, then please put something there. This one a lot of people miss out. Okay. Okay, so the next one is that we want to know what are the supplement or herbs or medicine they take. If the person tell you the detail or what I take or they give you a snapshot, then you can write it down. If not, you know is that the type of medicine or supplement, for example, painkiller or steroid, or you don't need to know the brand, the name and things like that. The type of medicine and for what purpose. From here, you will guess or you can actually know that this person is having certain medical condition or having certain concern. That's why they are taking this kind of supplementation or medicine or herbs. Okay? So if no, please say none. If you leave it blank, then we have a question mark. Do you ask? Or you forget to write? You know, there are so many questions, so that means it's not completed. Okay, so don't leave it blank. Okay, so when it comes to lifestyle, so we only tick what is applicable. And if they are exercise, please indicate the type of exercise. A lot of people forget to indicate the type of exercise if there is exercise. Okay, and the stress level, this one important. Stress level at home or at work. If the person is not working, you just say not applicable because not working, you cannot say got work stress, no? So you just say not applicable, but at home got some stress, then you just rate from 1 to 10.
Then the ability to relax, right?
You can whatever detail. Yeah, if you think you want to ask the person, Yeah. Okay. So we just want to see the forms are filled correctly. The detail is really up to you to write because that is you who want to know the person. Whatever you want to record here, you can put next to it. Okay. Okay. About diet. Okay, you need to take care of this one. How many portions? This one actually means servings lah. How many servings? So just to recall what we learned from the lesson 1, how do we calculate servings? Fresh vegetable. Okay, vegetable if it's cooked, half a cup is 1 serving. If it's not cooked like salad, then 1 full cup is 1 serving. Remember, if you cannot remember, go back to the lesson 1. We teach about how to measure serving size for vegetable, fruit, protein, carbohydrate, and things like that. 2 slices of bread, 1 slice is 1 serving. Instead of saying 1 slice of bread, then it means 2. So this one, you need to calculate average per day. Average per day. How many serving of each one? the client tag, you can actually refer to the diary they give you. For example, every day he drinks 1 cup of coffee, then coffee is 1 serving lah, things like that. So here you should check the portion or servings that you the person write it down or you help them to write down. Is it tally with what is shown in the 3-day diary or not? Or for example, the person never take coffee, then you put take coffee, then it's not tally. If the person does not take any of these one, please put it 0. 0. That means it's not taking any of this kind of food. Okay, same as coffee, tea, and no other than 0. Okay.
Water, can we put like 6 to 8?
Can. Yeah, no need to be exact. 6 to 8, but don't want 3 to 7 like that lah. Just a shorter, narrow range. Okay, I want to elaborate about this protein source. I do not advise you to put meat, the word meat, because meat got pork lah, beef lah, lamb lah. You just say what kind of meat lah, or chicken, pork, soy, nuts, and things like that. Okay? Okay. Okay, section 5. This one, remember, we calculated during the class itself. So remember, height is always in meter. Not 170 meter. 1.70 meter. Weight is always in kilo. And waist and hip is always measured in centimeter, not inch. If you use inch, it's wrong. Okay, so body mass index calculation. Please follow the red color word. This kind of formula, you just type it out or whatever, and then just calculate it yourself. Okay, you follow the way they write this formula, and you get your answer. So BMI, the unit is always kilo, and the divide by the meter square. It's always this. It's not kilo. A lot of students calculate it. My BMI is 24 kilo. No, the unit is wrong. Unit is kg, kilo, divide by the meter square. Okay? 2 decimal point. Yeah, 2 decimal point. Yeah, all decimal point will not be wrong. Okay? So the 2 decimal point is better. An ideal weight calculation, this one we also tried before, right? We take the lowest of the normal BMI, which is 18.5. We back calculate, we get, so 18.5 times the height 2 times, we get this lowest ideal weight. And then we take the highest of BMI 22.9, we times 2 times the height, we get the highest range of the ideal weight. Also the ideal weight is kg, kilo. Okay? Remember, all these result, BMI result right here, waist hip ratio result right here, and please circle whatever is applicable. You need to circle, means you know this person is in this range, overweight or underweight or normal. And okay, remember waist hip ratio for male, as long as it's below 0.9, it's all normal. If there is no too low, it's all normal. Okay? All normal. Similarly, for female, as long as it's below 0.8, it's all normal. Okay? There is no too low. It's either normal or it's high. Okay, ma? Yeah. Okay, biological age. This one is actually measured by the machine, the device, the physical body analysis device that asks you to. Have you learned this one? No, So you can learn from the academic staff how to calculate the biological age. Or they will key in your height and weight, and then ask you to hold something, and then after that the thing will come up. So you only do it if your client can come here and measure. If the measurement cannot be taken, then forget about it. No need. So biological age and the nutrient analysis is optional. It's not an ITEC requirement. It's our academy. Just want the student to learn. But if they manage to come here and do some measurement, please put the result here.
normally we can say right now.
Deficiency. So here it says if the deficiency is severe, then it's got 3 plus sign. No, then moderate is 2, then mild is 1. If it's normal, then it's minus. Okay? So you can put it. If it's not done, then just cross and say not done, or put aside say not done. Then that's it. It doesn't affect your mark at all, because we understand not everybody can come here and do level measurement. Not much. Okay. So okay, you are clear with the question A. So page 1, page 2, page 3 is clear. So our basic requirement is that please fill up these 3 pages properly, because the example has been given to you. You shouldn't have problem completing this field. Recently, we are reviewing hundreds of cases of case study. I tell you, sometimes I'm disappointed, because I tell the student, please complete the header, not complete the client name, not complete. This not complete, not complete. Then I say, sorry, can you go back and do it again? Because if I review it, that means you review once, you only have one more chance. I return to the then come back again. Still not done. Come back again. Still not done. Then how you want me to do? I hope there is no this kind of case in the class. Because it's wasting a lot of time. And now they already finished their theory test. Their result is still somewhere pegged, because case study not submitted. We are still waiting for their case study. And I asked them way in advance, many months ago, please prepare your case study. Don't want to jam everyone. So we want to tell you that this is what you can do. I know you can do one, so please do it. Okay? 我现在要讲这个，我现在讲这个Okay, when you come to this 3-day dietary report, let me take a look. This one usually is the one that will find the most error, because sometimes we still do not tune into the calculating the serving line. So sometimes some blind spot here and there, but never mind. After we point it out for you, usually the student manage to do it. So we need to describe the serving size and the content. What are the type of the food group inside the whatever dish you have? For example, so I think your example is 2 slices. I changed to 2 serving already. So toast, the person eat white toast. When you say I eat a toast, you need to describe it's a white toast or it's a wholemeal toast. It's different, right? Okay. So we expect you to tell us whether it's a white one or it's not the white one. It's a refined one or not refined one. Same as coffee. It's a black coffee or it's a coffee with milk, with sugar. Okay? And then the rest you measure by, if you put teaspoon, tablespoon, gram, mg, those are specific volume. We are very happy to see that. Okay? If not, then you represent by serving. However, if you put 1 plate or something, what is 1 plate? Or 1 plate, the plate can be so small, can be so big. So what is inside the 1 plate? You need to elaborate. Okay? Okay, for example, this one is okay, this one bowl of noodle. Okay, if you put this one, you bracket what are the content of it. It contains 1 serving of wheat noodle, 1 portion of fish slice or fish, or half serving of lettuce in fish head soup. This one is very clear to me. Okay. Can 1 portion can, but it's better if you all put serving. For standardization, it's better to use serving. But portion and serving is exchangeable. No, cannot. You have to do it. No, we will email you. We will actually email you this in soft copy. You can suck it up. Well, I haven't finished it lah. I will tell you. So let's see the way of writing first. Okay. Okay, for example, instant coffee, right? Instant coffee. Instead of saying it's a 3-in-1 coffee, to Angmo and British, they don't know what is your 3-in-1. It's coffee plus Milo plus Horlick or what. The 3-in-1 means it's actually, you can say instant coffee, then you say with cream and sugar. Like that is very clear. No more question to ask you. It's very clear. And then secondly, don't put the local name. For example, kaya lah. What is kaya? Ka and ya. What is kaya? Kaya is what? It's made from what? Coconut. Okay. Egg, right? And sugar, right? Pandan is, to me, is insignificant lah. But it's the main thing is the egg lah, coconut lah, and the sugar. Yeah. Huh? No, instead of saying it's a kaya, stop. You say it's actually a coconut egg spread like that. Sweetened coconut egg spread like that. Then people understand this is something they know what are you talking about. And also there is no Milo in the British area. Milo is a brand. Is a malt chocolate malt drink. Okay. So try to translate. If you don't know, ask around. Because I know some students are very good in turning around. Okay.
What about eating one handful?
Can. Toasted nut. Can. We know. You see one handful. You can see what is handful or not. Can. One handful or not. Because handful is a serving actually. Okay. If you want to say Yong Tau Fu, can. But you need to bracket and tell us the content. Okay. If you want to use a local word, can. Because you want to know what you yourself is talking about. But you need to bracket and tell us what are the content, the description of it. Okay? So remember, must have the date. Date must be written. It has to be 2 weekdays and 1 weekend. Then the student say, my case, I forget what they have been eating or what they have eaten for the last 3 days. Then I said, then you do it for the next 3 days. No need to recall one month. You ask them to do the next 3 days. What they eat, just record the subsequent days. So when the food is taken within the main meal itself, whatever it is, please write down. I mean food, not supplement, food. Any food that is taken within the meal time, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, including drink, please write down in these 3 areas. If the person is taking any food outside the main meal, then you put under snack and the time as well. And then drink, this drink, you list all the drink the person is taking outside the 3 meals. For example, they already drink some coffee during breakfast, right? This one written in the breakfast area already, so you don't have to list out here. This one is outside the 3 meal timing. Okay? And remember when you describe the drink, you want to put in a wide range, like 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. They drink 5 cups of water. This one is too wide. You cannot see the timing of their drinking. You need to estimate, for example, 7 to 9 a.m. 1 glass. Then 11 to 1 p.m. another, like that also can, but cannot be too long, the range. Okay? Because you want to know the habit of drinking water as well. Apart from water, all other green tea, cappuccino, whatever bubble tea, you can all list out here. 250. Yeah. Okay, other time, other thing. Other thing means that which is not food, which is not snack, which are supplement, medicine, you put in other and timing. Okay? We don't need to see brand. Brand doesn't mean things to us. We want you to say the type of thing. For example, multivite, probiotic. We don't need the brand. Here, you just tell us the type. For example, I don't need the brand of the noodle. I just want to know it's a noodle. Yeah. Also the type of thing. Like this, you see multivitamin, vitamin C, probiotic is good enough. Okay? Okay. So after you check, you see what they been eating for the 3 days, 2 weekdays, 1 weekend. Then you must give a summary. This one is a practice for a person to write down the problem. So here, summary of observation means what are the problems you see. A problem only, don't want to say good thing. Problem. No. 坏的才写，好的不用写，好吗？ And in very short and sweet. Usually, you will see, for example, too much of refined carbohydrate processed food. And then it is good if you can bracket and point out some example you see from this diary, the 3-day diary. 可以吗？ So that is very specific to this person. Because I realized that students cut and paste that. The first client had this problem, what is so far. Then cut and paste the whole thing to the second client. Everybody has the same problem. Then cannot. I said already, don't do this. You can actually have similar problem, but they are not taking the same food. So you must have some example of what are the things that you see from their listing above, like this. Okay? You see, insufficient intake of vegetable and fresh food. Taking frequent stimulating variation. Then bracket what are I see from the above. Saturated fats and things like that. So this one you need to think about it. What are the problems that you see? We need about 4 points, at least 4 points. Or if you write 4 to 5 points or 4 to 6 points is quick now. And just one sentence will, like this, will be very good already. No need to give suggestion, please. Suggestion is given in another place, not here. This one is just to write down, list down the problem. So this one train the person who straight away when they read somebody's 3-day diary, they straight away can write something which is the problem there. Okay? Okay, any question? You just put none, no? Just put none. Or you put a dash. Don't leave it blank. That means they didn't take anything. No? Okay? Okay, Okay, I think you are given another report guide, which is written in blue. Okay, so what should we write in the report? The thing in blue things that we need to write lah. Okay. Let me check. Oh, very fine. Fine. As long as the wording is there. I thought that didn't print for you. Alright, so this is a case study report guidance. We will also email this to you so that you keep the title. You just write. You write over all this. The blue color ones. Okay. So section number 1.0. Okay, it's about client profile. That means you need to write something about this client. Who and who, what's the age, the gender, married or not, whether got children or not. Every single point must write. The profession, whether they're working in what environment and working hour is what. Okay, stress level at home and at work, and whether their daily activity, are they moving a lot or they are sedentary, and their relationship with others. All these you must write. Okay, if they don't have stress, you can say the person is quite relaxed at home, or so whatever they have or don't have, you also need to write. You need to see the point. Okay, ma? That means whether the person has any good relationship with other people, the neighbor, friends, colleague, and other. Sorry?
How is supposed to ask the person?
You need to know. Yeah, you need to know. You need to write in the report. So if you cannot write the report, you have to ask the person. Is a relationship with others okay? They say, yeah, I'm okay. Then you just say that a relationship with others are okay. That's it, no? But if you don't write, that means you didn't ask, no? Then sorry, it's not completed. Also, please write every single point. Okay. Secondly, it's about the health information about this client. So here you need to again, although you already have their questionnaire calculation, right? But this is a report. You need to write their height and weight, their BMI, their waist hip ratio, and the risk that associated with the abnormality that you found. The risk. For example, waist and hip ratio, the risk is what? Cardiovascular and diabetes. You say the waist hip ratio is 0.98. Then posting her a risk of getting cardiovascular disease and diabetes. Must write this risk as well. Okay? Biological age, if you have, you write. If you don't have, no need to write. Current medical condition, so all the condition you collected from the questionnaire, for example, a cold hand and feet lah, digestive problem lah, whatever, blah, 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 please list down here. And it has to be tally. A lot of students forget to tally. They only describe the person, only have one problem. But when you see the questionnaire, this person has full of problems. So what about other problems? It doesn't tally. Okay? So must tally with your questionnaire. And whether the person has any family history or medical condition. If don't have, say don't have. The person has no medical family history or medical condition. If you did a QRM test, you say according to the QRM test, the person has what kind of deficiency, write down. And if the person is not doing, then no need to say anything about it. Okay. So number 3. Okay, this one number 3. When you know about the person, the problem, the background, or the person comes to you with many health conditions, you do not need to give your dietary advice for all the medical conditions she presented to you. If she come to you say I got 10 problems, I say okay, don't worry, I will design something that solve all your 10 problems. I tell you, you cannot do it. You will be 掉进陷阱里面. Okay? You will have to think what are the things that affect the. Okay, how do we determine what are the things I want to advise the person? First of all, it should be something that affect the person the most. For example, the person cannot sleep. Every day cannot sleep. This one you think is serious? Affect the most to the person. She already tell you that because I do this, I cannot want. It affect me well. So you need to put it as priority. Secondly, what you think is very important. For example, usually digestive system, we want to take care of it first. If the person has severe constipation or frequent diarrhea, or bloatedness, cannot eat, no appetite, those are the digestive problems that we can handle first. Okay, so what you think is important. Thirdly, what the person wants to solve. Sometimes they have all kind of conditions, but their desire for you to help them is not all those. It's actually something that you think is not important. But to them it's very important. So you need to balance between the 3. What affects them the most, what you think is very important to them, and what is the one that they want to solve. Okay? So usually we will choose 3 or 4 conditions. 3 or 4 conditions is very good already. The least 2 lah. If you only have 1, then 1 also can. But we have 2 to 4 conditions. This is very good already. Okay, ma? Okay, So you say here, based on the above condition, I will base on what kind of health condition to give my dietary advice. Okay? Okay, number 3. Now, here, this is the table we actually write it for you so that you know what to check and what are the issue, the potential issue, and the suggestion as well. So number 3, this one is to correct the 3-day diet. The diet you see from their 3-day dietary record. Here is to correct their diet, the portion the frequency the choice of food the variety and things like that. There is nothing to do with supplement herb here. It's only their 三餐 the meals. 可以吗？So here you say, okay, you start to analyze. Water intake, according to her weight lah, or not enough lah, okay? So I suggest, so then here issue and suggestion. One issue and the suggestion to correct this problem. Okay, ma? Okay. Please don't copy and paste. I got students also. Everyone has the same issue. Everyone has the same suggestion. So what's the purpose of doing it? Everyone is different, so please don't. It can be similar because everybody don't take vegetable enough, But your suggestion cannot be all the same, right? Okay. So sufficiency of each food group, sufficient on vegetable, sufficient on fruit, sufficient on protein. So each food group, is it sufficient or not? Okay. Next one, within the food group, is it always the same or there are enough variety? Is the person always eating broccoli, cabbage? Within the food group, within vegetable itself. Okay? Or is the person always take fish, never take other kind of protein. Okay? If the person don't have this problem, don't need to write anything. No need to say the person has good variety or what. No need. I just want problem only. Straight away the person says my problem, your suggestion. Very straight away. Okay? Okay, natural versus processed food. The person can have variety of food, but it's all processed. Okay, so you need to say the processed food, a lot of processed food. I suggest to take natural food. Why? Because it will help to okay. And timing of meal and frequency. Sometimes got skip meal, right? Never take breakfast or they eat supper. So the frequency of meal also can be an issue. So we actually put out some pointers here, helping you to check so that you don't miss out the important checking. Okay, and just now your summary, the dietary summary below the 3-4 point I asked you to write, right? Refer to here. You will get some certain point already. And calorie of food or eating curry puff or all high calorie food or any food that is good, a lot of saturated fat transfer and things like that. Any food additive always drink a lot of coffee and things like that. Okay, this one no need. This one delete. No need to say good thing about it because it's too long already. Okay, so this one is an opportunity for you to tell your client their issue with their complete balanced diet and what's the suggestion to correct them. You should give them some examples. I've given you one sample report, right? Do you see a sample report? That one is a near to perfect report. So if you don't know how to write it, you can refer to the report, but cannot copy. Cannot copy exactly whatever. Cannot copy. Okay. Similar can, but cannot be 100% the same. Okay, so now now we need. Yeah, it's like that. It's the same as what I'm going through now. It's the same. Okay. Here I think we take a break. We'll come back at 9:11. 8. Sorry. 5 to 9. Yes. Say again. Can you say again? It's enough. Then you don't need to write that point. Skip. Delete the whole thing because it's not a problem. You don't need to write. You don't need to write all this problem. If there is no problem, just skip. A guideline. Yeah. So that you won't miss out the important point. So we'll come back with using the guidebook. This one. 10 minutes break. Okay, now you've gotten the guidebook already. Let's see how you will use it to give advice to your customer. Huh? First of all, okay, listen properly. First of all, okay, you listen to the section where you get your cardiovascular, digestive system. Digestive system. Can you open the tab where you get your digestive system? Can you go and find it? You got digestive system open? Yes? Yes? Yes, Sorry, you are English one. Okay. Okay, digestive system. So the tab, because you go and do your own labeling if you want, or the small labeling outside you if you want, you do your own labeling. Okay, let's see. For example, gastric acid. You see a condition called gastric acid? Yes, Okay. If you go to the left side, you will see some advice here, right? Not deep, avoid deep fried, whatever. If the translation is not very professional, sorry about it because the translator may not be very professional. But if you get the meaning, then that's it. Okay. So if you see the advice, you see the code number G. So all the G01, 02, G0 something. G means general advice. That means that it's applicable to almost everyone. It's called general advice. Whatever condition it is, they are general advice. Drink more water lah, avoid cholesterol food lah, blah, blah, right? They are almost the same for everyone. Okay, Okay, if you scroll down and you see the advice, they got R advice. Do you see R01, R02, right? Yeah. So R means restriction. It means things the person has to avoid or the person has to limit or to actually prohibited as well. Okay, so R means restriction. So you eat less or you totally avoid eating it. Okay, and then if you scroll down and you see, do you see M advice? You got M advice or MO2, MO3, right? So M means more. The person can increase the intake of certain food. Okay, yeah. Actually, for some other condition, you will also see LO1, LO2. L advice means lifestyle changes applicable to certain things. Okay, for example, if you go to neurological, central nervous system, got depression, then they got other advice like go to sunbath lah, soak the food lah, things like those are L advice. That means your lifestyle, some changes and suggestion. Okay? Okay, I haven't finished. So for each diseases, different kind of disease, within the same system, you will see the tick. This one is actually a tick lah. The V is the tick. The tick means that this advice is applicable for this condition. Okay, things that don't have the tick, that means not important or not really applicable. Okay? Okay, now, what if the person has different multiple problems that come together? How will you choose the advice? We said we cannot take all this advice too long already. Like you have to choose for things that you want to increase, just 4 or 6 of them. And then things the person need to decrease, just 4 to 6 of them. You cannot have 12 increase, 12 decrease. The person is too complicated. The person cannot follow. So you need to make sure that you take the important one. So how do you do it? Okay, for example, if the person has this gastric problem, you can write down in the paper all the code number that is applicable. From G, then from R, right? According to the tick. All the R, all the M, all the L, you write down. Okay? And then if the person has another condition, for example, okay, like female, the person has heavy menstruation, for example. Then you write down also all the code applicable to the heavy menstruation or G01, G02, R, whatever. Okay? So here, if this advice, for example, for example, MO6, this advice is eating food high in vitamin E. This advice, M is MO6. So it's the same across the book. You will see MO6 is the same advice. You know what I mean? the quote represents this advice. So there are actually more than 100 advice there. Okay, so after you have written all the quote advice for both diseases, then you will see the same, all the common one, right? For example, the food the person should be restricted. If this one, I must say, the food that person should take more are the M advice. You will see, the same advice is actually applicable or relevant to both conditions. So would you want to give her this advice? Yes lah, because one advice help two problems. So you definitely want to take the advice. Do you understand what I'm talking about? So the code number is for you to choose it. Otherwise, you will end up flipping. You don't know what to do. And so the person should take more, you should choose the most common one, because if they take more of this food, they will solve quite a lot of problems. What about restricted one? Similarly, if the restriction of certain food also applicable to the same problem, of course you want to choose lah. But there are also sometimes the restriction is very specific to certain health condition. For example, people who have glands problem or like a tumor in the breast and things like that, they should restrict eating royal jelly, and Chinese yan, tang gui and all that. This one is very specific to this problem. You also need to take if you are choosing to give advice on this condition. Those are the ones very specific for certain problems. You also need to take them. Okay? What if this person comes with different health conditions? There are contradictions. This problem asks them to take more vitamin E food, but another of her health condition asking her to limit vitamin E. Do you understand what I mean? Same as vitamin C. Or some conditions you should take vitamin C. But she has frequent urination. The advice is actually don't want to purposely take too much of vitamin C. So which one do you choose? More or less? Taking or not taking? Think about it, then let me know again. I mean, now is their contradiction. Okay, other thinking. For example, the person had this gynae problem or tumor, right? Just now I said cannot take too much of royal jelly lah, bulldog lah. They will actually make it worse because it's phytoestrogen. But this person also have the digestive tract also cannot produce enough digestive juice. But the same food actually helping this problem. So will you advise her to take or not taking? Why? Choose the more serious one. Not taking, not taking. Because you don't want them to eat and then exaggerate certain problem. Other problem like digestive tract, you can use other method to help. Not to choose one that's contradicting to this other condition. So when you see yes and no together, you will choose the no. Should choose the no. That's safer because you don't want to any symptom to get worsened. Okay? Okay, so this is how you write and contribute to this session. What the thing you need to increase? Copy from that. You don't need to copy, for example, to increase. You don't need to copy every single word word is spicy or you don't have to copy like that. You just use your own language or what. You just write a summary of it. Okay, but we want to say the rationale. Avoid eating fried food, for example, or high cholesterol food because you cannot give advice, but there is no reason. You need to give some, and the reason don't need to be like an essay, just one word or a few words to give the reason, we give the rationale will do. Okay? So food to increase, food to decrease, and lifestyle changes here, all taken from the book. Am I? If you follow this coding, you will not get wrong answer. You will not choose something that's contradicting one. It's very safe. You have the confidence that this advice should not go wrong. Am Okay. Okay, what about superfood supplement herbs? Okay, superfood supplement herbs are dietary supplements. It is not a must for you to give supplement if you are not familiar with it. However, if something that you think you are confident, for example, probiotic lah, omega-3 fish oil lah, digestive enzyme lah, dietary fiber, or even some herb that you think is common, for example, memory not good lah, I advise taking ginkgo, that kind of thing. Yes, you can advise them if you think that it's going to help this person. But don't want a lot. Maybe 3 or 4 or 5, then is okay already. Okay? Just a few that is suitable and very specific to their condition. So how do you choose the supplement? You also have a blue table, right, on each of the body system. Can you open this guidebook and see? You have the blue table on the first page of each system. Okay, the first page, right? You have it's not opening on the side. Okay, so you will see something like that. Something like that. Okay, I think for you, you have the type or the classification, and also some of the name. This one is the thing I use, the NutriVital I use. But if you have your own thing, then you will use your own thing. Because this guidebook is created by me, also our center is using it. Okay, so here they give you the type of the vitamin or mineral. I also classify into oil. That means these are essential fatty acid. Also have probiotic, got enzyme, got antioxidant, got herbs as well. So I already classified them for you. And also, if you see tip, that means that this kind of dietary supplementation will help this problem, but it doesn't mean you need to give them all of them. Actually, anything that can help will give a tip. That doesn't mean you need to give them all, okay? So you have to, same like you can actually write down the type of thing that's suitable for different conditions. Then you choose the one that can help with many problems. So this one is not a long list. You can actually do it manually. Okay? Yeah, you only have classification and the brand, but the brand itself already tell you what it is now. So you can refer to it because we cannot put inside too long already. So I hide this one. But please, you don't need to use NutriVital one if you have your own product. For example, here they say vitamin B complex. You have your own vitamin B complex that you are using, then you advise your own. This one is just for your reference. Okay? Okay, so choose about 3 to 5 the most. Don't want. So when you select the type of supplement, the superfood or herbs, please also write why this one will help. One sentence will do. No need to write a whole essay. The research found that no need. Because it is known to be able to help this condition. Okay. Okay, so you see, now you have done the analysis of their problem. You have tried to correct their diet, and you have already decided what are the specific advice on food and supplementation you want to give to the person. Right? You already determined from the book. You already think of it. Sometimes, please put your heart to think for this customer. I tell you, the longest time that take me for an advice is not to write a report, is to think what is the best for this person. You need time to think. Spend more time to think. Don't want to act so fast. I always say that. When you think further and further, sometimes you keep changing until something. This one I think is very good already. Then you're happy with what you are given. I think this one is going to help her. Quite confident. Then you give. 不要太快，不要草草了事，知道吗？I always pause a moment to rethink and rethink. Is it the best? Is it the best? I always think the best one. This is the moment you need to really slow down and try to give the best to your client. And sometimes you will see, hey, the suggestion asked me to give this and that. But actually I feel another kind of suggestion which doesn't contradict to any problem is going to help the person. Follow your heart lah. You know, sometimes your heart keep telling you, you should tell her this you should tell her this Then you put in on it's okay one, because when you are fresh, maybe you have to follow, but when you are more familiar with it, you try with your experience, you will have some variation. Okay? And within the borderline, you have some variation. So this one, how are you going to give to your client who you don't care? You want to message, you want to take a picture, or you want to print out, you want to email, whatever. We don't really care how the way you show or you advise your client 总之你跟他讲就对了。As long as they are informed, what is your suggestion, then that's it. So the moment you tell them this is my advice, the follow up period will start for 1 month. So the person will need to know that, okay, for 1 month you try to follow our suggestion, and then we will for every week we will ask you whether you have any improvement. So during the 4 weeks, what are you going to ask? Say, hey, hello, Jenny. So how So you follow or not? No, I don't have time to follow. Okay lah, call you next week. Bye. You need to ask some specific questions. Okay, what you need to ask first one, did you follow the dietary modification I suggested? For example, I asked you to drink more water. Do you manage to drink water? Do you manage to change some eat more salad? Do you manage to bring some fruit to your office? So ask this what you suggested here. Okay. And then whether she do or because I didn't do or because I forget, so you write it down. Then so do you feel any improvement in your health recently? What kind of improvement? The improvement, the condition you told me last time, you have constipation, whatever. So you ask whether they change their diet, whether their health improve or not. Okay, so if her constipation improve, he don't feel the mouth is so dry anymore. You just write down whatever the person tell you. And then thirdly, after that, we also want to see what are the things you tell this client during the follow-up. Whether I praise her, I suggest that she do another way. We want to see how you react with them because this shows your skill of counseling or follow-up. Otherwise, you will end up saying week 1 she do this, she didn't do it. Week 2 she do it, she didn't do it. Week 3 she did it. And never say what you say to the person. Okay, so we need to see something that you say to the client. Okay, so week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4 is all the same. Please don't only ask whether you eat my supplement or not. Do you eat supplement? You didn't eat Okay, why not you try another one? I got a few students always ask supplement only don't really care about the diet, don't really care about the health improvement, only ask supplement. I said cannot, please re-follow up. ITEC that doesn't care about supplement, they care about diet modification. Supplement is an additional one. Okay, dietary modification and the health improvement, evidence of any health changes. What if the customer never follow? Will you fail your case study? If the client never follow, we want you to write why the client never follow, what are the challenges they have, and how do you re-advise the client. Okay, no matter what her response or his response is, we want to see your response to this kind of situation. So in the end, even week 4, the person never follow, but you do your part as a counselor, right? I advise, I suggest, I even encourage, whatever. you will still complete your case study, okay? But you don't get to see anything lah, so sayang lah, because the case may not be appropriately chosen as a case, okay? Lastly, reflective practice. Here we want to see whether you know how to reflect on your self performance or not. Not about client. So we want to see you write about who and who never want to follow, because what? It's not about the client, it's about yourself. What did you do well? What you didn't do well? What you could have done better? You know, what are the things you should improve? You just write about certain reflection about yourself. 2 or 3 points is enough already. No need all lah. You don't need to write all this. Just pick a few points to write. Okay, ma? Because when this case study is submitted to the ITEC, usually they only see here week 1 to week 4, then your reflective practice and conclusion. They always see this few one. They always have comment on this one. Number 6, overall conclusion. Overall conclusion means overall what do you suggest? Overall what he has done? Maybe he has done 90%, 30%, 70%. And is he happy with your service? Satisfied with your suggestion? And it's a conclusion 他做什么你做什么，然后我们 achieve 什么 then 他高兴没有 just like that. Or what have you achieved? Whether the person is happy. And then the date, start date is the date you give them the questionnaire lor. Finish date is the last time you follow up on them lor. The week 4 lor. Okay, it makes sense, right? Then you sign and the client sign. I suggest this signature page, the whole thing, you put it in a separate page. You know why? Because when you change, you don't need them to resign. Sometimes just some minor changes, you don't really want to ask them to sign again anytime, because you don't meet them so often. So I suggest you just put in another page. By right, they should at least your draft you should let them read. Then they can sign off. We cannot verify one. Okay, we want to see signature. They at least 1 month, but if you want to continue follow up for your own practice, cannot. There are students who follow up 3 months, 4 months. Can you? But at least 1 month. No, your report just show 1 month is enough. We don't want to see week 5, week 6 only. Okay.
What's the use of that one?
That one is in the questionnaire, the page 3, we have that one. Oh, no, here. You see, here when you talk about, you evaluate the person's health condition, you also need to take into consideration the nutrient deficiency. Yeah. So if you see, the person is severely lacking of vitamin C, for example, then you may just want to add the advice of taking increase the vitamin C now, or the supplementation as well. Okay. Okay. Or if you have week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, if for example week 4 the person come back and do the measurement, you see improvement on the nutrient level, right? The QRM test, you did the test again. You can write in your week 4 report, we repeat the test and the improvement is shown like that. You can include it. Otherwise, it's just for you to check again with the client to let them show some of the results. If they come back after week 4, it's just for you to show the results. Okay, any question? Okay, so what we are going to email to you is that this report with the guide one, this one, the whole thing, the whole document here, we are going to email to you. So you just type it lah. You just type it so that you won't miss out any point. Those not applicable, for example, no fluid intake issue, you just delete it, no? Okay? It's easier. So okay, the font size should be 11. There are students who give then the mentor, quoting, some are mentor are quite you have to use the magnifying glass to see. No, you delete lah. Don't want to put all these guidance there. Very. Yeah, you can use point form. You don't need to write paragraph. You can use point form. You can use all point form. It's okay one. You don't need to write like an essay, paragraph. Okay. Okay. So let's see the timetable. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm going to email you this one, and also the 3-day food diary, right? The 3-day food diary, the blank form. This one, we are going to email to you. So you can type. This one, I suggest you use type. You have to type it out. Otherwise, when we change, you have to write everything again. Just type out lah. Okay, about language. No matter regardless what language you choose for your exam, you can choose your preference for writing the report. Even you choose English for your exam, theory exam, you can still write your report in Chinese. It doesn't matter. But if you want Chinese, then everything in Chinese. Don't want rojak inside or one sentence in Chinese, one sentence in English. Even the question A, it should be in Chinese as well. Or the 3-day food diary should be in Chinese as well. Except for certain medicine name vitamin supplement, those are names of supplement product. It doesn't matter, but other things should be in Chinese as well. Okay, then choose the language that you are most familiar with. Don't want to force yourself to write another language. Otherwise, the report, the grammar and error will be a lot lah. Okay, let's see the timeline. Actually, you have plenty of time. We are very ahead of time. If you see the timetable, it's like that one. But once you type the first report, you say, just like that. Second, third, we have plenty of time. You see, I have put here. You are here. You are here. Okay. Actually, you see, if you follow my timeline, it's very safe. You see, here I say, case study, give your recommendation. So from today, until any time from today, but latest by when? By 21st Feb, before 21st Feb. Anytime from now, once you get this copy, until 21st, you can give out your recommendation already. The moment you give out recommendation, recommendation is your advice to the client. We don't really care how you give to the client.
This is 1 case or 5 case simultaneously.
You should do simultaneously, but writing report, you write one report first. You don't need to wait for the report writing to give the case, right? You can straight away give the case, then you record what you follow up with them before you put them into a report. Okay, no need to wait for writing the report. Okay?
So when you say give recommendation, you refer to the first case or simultaneously all my case?
You can give to all cases.
All my case recommendation on that day?
Yes. Give recommendation by this day is the best lah. My timeline.
The 5 cases are all given.
Yes. Yes. Okay? Okay, but see, you do your own timing. Okay. After that, now you have so after you give recommendation, actually you can start to write report already. You don't need to follow up, finish, then you write report, right? You can write their client profile, whatever health condition. You can start writing. Only the follow up one, when the information is available, then you fill it in. So you only need to submit the first draft of the report. That means a complete set. The question A, food diary, whatever form, and the report itself, complete one draft. Just one case only by end of March. Only the first draft of the report.
All the 5 cases. First draft of 1 case.
First draft of 1 case.
Only.
We don't want you to submit. We don't want you to, without knowing whether your writing is correct or not. We don't want to continue with the rest of it. Okay, so we will review the first case, and then we will come back to you. We will tell you what are the wrong things you have done. So from the mistake you made from the first case, you continue to write all other 5 cases or maybe you have written the 5 cases, but you have to change according to what your mistake that you have seen in the first case. so that you don't submit all the wrong report. Then you submit second time, you submit all the cases, including second, third, fourth, and fifth. We will review again. And after that, we will return to you again. You have the last chance to change according to our comment. So all your cases will have a chance to be reviewed. But please take the mentor's comment very seriously, because they only comment when it is required for you to change. If it's a small case, they won't really bother to comment. It's actually concerned about your pass and fail, then they will comment. Also, read their comment properly and correct accordingly. If you don't understand what they are writing, ask Hai-Ling or ask me during the lesson, or ask in the group also can.
These are all hard copy case.
No, soft copy.
All these are soft copy case.
No, your question A is you handwritten ma. Food diary is better to type lah. This one should be soft copy lah. If you want hard copy, it's not that cannot, but you are the one who will suffer, because when you change, you have to copy all over again. You can ask someone like your relative to type out for you lah. After you have written one, you type out for you. Okay?
And how do we submit the report to you?
We will inform you. We will actually have a pouch for all students with your name. You just come here and put inside your name, then you just leave it in a box called submit to mentor. We will tell you how to do lah. Next week, yeah, you have to print out. You have to print out. We will prepare a file for each student with your name. So every time you submit to us, we return to you all inside the same folder.
Final submission are all hard copy.
Yeah, the final submission must be printed, hard copy. Yeah, and then all your completed 5 cases will be in the same folder. No, you handwritten is okay. Handwritten is okay, because you will not change a lot of things. Only the 3-day food diary and the reports to be typed. The rest are all. If you want to also can but no need to. You just use hand to write. It's okay already. Because you are rewrite. You write for your case already, it is not going to be changing a lot. Okay. Okay. So with this copy, you can start to give advice, and in future you can use it for future advice. But you are responsible for your own advice. So today you sign the agreement and disclaimer that the academy is not responsible for any misbehavior or whatever negligence. Okay, thank you very much. Today, what I have the video what I'm going through today, I have recorded it and I'm going to post it on the desktop of that QRM machine computer. So if you want to copy the whole video, which is about 2 hours, 1 hour plus, you bring your own thumb drive and then you copy yourself. Help yourself to copy from the desktop. Okay, the academy staff will know help you to copy it. You just do your own copy just to reduce some of their work. I'm sorry.